I don't know.
Ah,
Just surfing the internet. That's basically
yeah, of
what
course. And when you go online, what do you normally watch or look for? For example,
uh most of the time I was texting with my friends, or I'm gonna searching for different sections that I want to watch or just find out new information. Yeah.
yeah. So, for example, if you want to watch something on YouTube or I don't know, in social media, what type of maybe program or if you want to like, for example, to watch movie, a film, what type is it?
Um um Besides anime, I'm gonna watch like US series. I
Yeah.
think they're making pretty funny, and the plot is kind of attractive to me.
Ah, of course. So you're into American movies, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me share my screen. So as you can guess, today we're going to talk about spare time, and leisure time activities. So let me share my screen. Okay, so when you want to say that I like is really good. I like something. But of course, for IELTS, we have different alternatives that we can use. The first one, I'm into. When you are into something, of course, it should be followed by a noun, or if you want to use a verb, you need to use gerund, ing form of verb. So I'm into, for example, watching American series, or I'm fond of, because sometimes you need to use the same word. I'm fond of something again, noun, or gerund. So you can say, well, when you really like something, and you watch it normally, for example, you watch American series a lot, something like you spend a lot of watching movies, okay, or for example, surfing internet or another activity, so no matter what it is, you can say, I'm obsessed with something. Again, a noun or gerund. Okay? So, well, may I ask you to answer this question again using these phrases? So, what you normally do in your leisure time?
Um, I'm into texting with my friends, more watching American movies.
Very good, of course, very good. Well, so for example, and for short time sometimes, let me say something. Um, we do something, okay, actually, we take, maybe it's an interest, we're interested in something, okay, but not too serious interest. Can you get what I mean? It's something like, for example, uh, sometimes, okay, I'm interested in uh, learning new recipes for cooking, for example. And I remember when I was younger, I was interested in acting, but it wasn't really serious, it wasn't really serious interest, maybe for a short time. How to say it? Of course, you can say I used to. Now that's really good. So I used to like, for example, acting when I was younger. So that's great. But you can also use another phrase, okay? That is, I double. So double, like to double in or with something, okay? So let me write. I like to, or I double, of course, double in or with. It means to take and not serious, maybe too serious. Interest in something. Normally for a short time. So, for example, if I want to do an example, I can say I doubled. Of course, it depends. It depends on the time that you are talking. Maybe you are talking about present or in future. Not future. Future is not good for this one because we normally talk about past and present. Okay, something that you are interested in or you were. So, for example, I say I doubled in, for example, playing, I don't know, the when I was younger. Yeah, I remember that at that time I liked it, but it was for a short time. How about you? Have you ever experienced something like this? You know, you had an interest for something, but you know, after that, I don't know, just you forgot about it
Yeah.
and you know, you change your mind. What was that?
Well, I've been playing soccer when I was like middle school, but after that, I just forgot about it, and I'm not into that sport anymore.
Very good, excellent. So you could use both them, you know, two new phrases, and that was really good, very good. Okay, and sometimes you want to emphasize, so you can use a really. Actually, you can use adverbs like really or quiet. You know, I'm not really into playing soccer. I'm not really. So you can say, you can use adverb if you want to emphasize, and it makes your speech more natural. So quiet
Yeah.
or really. These two you can use. Why not? Well, let's have a look at these pictures. Okay. And tell me what they're doing. So the first one, A, is
Hiking.
of course. What do you think about hiking?
Well, I think it's a great activity. Yeah, I just like some like people enjoy hiking, but they're like interest, but I
Yeah, of
couldn't do it. I'm just too lazy to go. Yeah.
course. Of course. You know, I have the same feeling. I can't. You know, it's really good. Of course, it's really good activity, and you know, I admire people who go hiking, but me, no. You know, I can say it's not my cup of tea. So it's like, no, I can't. Well, so B, the next one.
Um, Movies.
Of course, normally we like so. And what do you think about this one? C. I don't know.
I think it's karate or kickboxing.
Karate, of course. And what do you think about it?
Really wanted to learn karate
Yeah,
when I was young, but yeah, I just don't have time for it. And yeah, when you get older, you're just not really stretchy enough
yeah,
anymore.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
something like, I don't know. Some sports, some non-activities, I think sports actually they need and they use a lot of effort or energy, like karate, kickboxing, I don't know, something like these type martial arts, like you know these type of sports, and I can. So we can say that this is karate. So this word is good. Strenuous, strenuous. Let me say, write it. Strenuous. Okay. And what it means? Strenuous means needing or using maybe lots of words and energy. So I can't, I think, yeah. So some sports need energy and, of course, effort. So it's really difficult, I think, to do them. So this is one of them. So this is an adjective that you can use to talk about some maybe hard, difficult and challenging sport. Strenuous. Okay.
Okay.
Well, okay. So video games. Okay, tell me about your experience about video games. So were you into, and did you tell me in the past, did you spend a lot of time playing video games? How about now?
I'm still playing video games now, but it's just not like used like in a long time. I'm just playing it as a relaxing time. Yeah, just
Yeah.
reducing. Yeah,
So not often, but you sometimes. So if you have time, so you play video games. Okay. So, and tell me, so because I don't know, you find playing video games a great way to relax, really? Because,
yeah,
for example, I think I find music relaxing. It's something like satisfying, relaxing. Okay. So do you have the same feeling about video games?
yeah.
Yeah, very good. Yeah. Okay. Well, so as I realized, if you have free time, so video games and movie can be your first choices, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, tell me about your friends. So I want to know about your best friend or maybe your close friend. So what do they normally do?
Um, I don't actually know because even though we're close friends, but we just sometimes hang out because we're basically just meeting each other every day at school, and yeah, we're spending lunch together. So I don't know what exactly they're doing.
Yeah. And tell me
Yeah.
which of the activities are popular in your country. So normally people do.
Well, I think they're just going out to the cafe the most, just like chatting with each other, or they were just going to the mall and shopping. I
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah, of course. And how about sport? What is really popular in your country?
Yeah.
What sport is popular in your country?
Oh, well, I think it's most or soccer,
Yeah,
but now I think people was like having a little bit more interest in basketball because it was like grown sport.
yeah,
It's like pretty blow up at recently.
yeah, of course. Alex, tell me, have you ever thought about gardening? And what do you think about
What?
it? Let me write.
I can't hear the word.
Of
Oh yeah.
course, gardening. So, have you ever thought about it? So, and how do you feel? So, sometimes we see some people, I don't know, they have a small garden and maybe they go and I don't know, something spend time growing. vegetables, plants, and something like this. What do you think about it?
Oh, I know. I just don't feel like it. Because
So it's
every
not
time
your.
I was about to plant something, it's all end up like we're dry and dead. So yeah.
Yeah, of course. So you can say it's not my thing. It's not my thing. It's not something that I really like to do. Okay, so it's not your thing. Well, actually, because of this, I asked you about gardening because I wanted to teach you this. And I know that, normally young people, of course, not, I don't want to say don't like, but I don't know. It's not something like that they're really interested in. So, but it's good. Sometimes it's good. Well, let's keep going. Okay, as you can see, we have a box here, including some phrases. Okay, and we're gonna put these phrases in the correct column of a table. So if you like something, how to say I like, of course, they are really good phrases, but as I just typed on board, you have different alternatives. Okay, the more natural, of course, better. So I like, which one, when you want to say I like, which one?
What?
As you can see, there are some phrases. For example, a lot of
Oh,
people like, of course, when you want to say I like, when you like something or people like something, you use the verb like. But in IELTS, we use like. I don't say no, we don't use. We use, but of course, we have different alternatives. So here, just put these phrases in the correct column according to, you know, like, dislike, don't mind.
oh yeah. It's like I'm typing out or just saying it out.
Yeah, I couldn't get what you said, but you know,
Also, I think that I often enjoy this in like.
of course, yeah, of course, they often enjoy very good. And
Eh, I hate this on dislike.
dislike, of course. What
Yeah, and
about
I
this?
don't. I, oh, yeah.
Of course, like, and this one.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, of course. And I'm not a big fan. If you omit not, it means like. If you add not, it means I don't like. So I'm not big fan of something. Or don't like another one.
Um, I don't look forward to. Well, no.
Let me say, when you are not sure if you like something or if you don't like something, like, I don't know, so I don't mind. So there are different phrases. The first one, I don't know if I like, I don't know if I like it. It's okay. The next one, I'm not sure. I'm not sure whether I like, I'm not sure whether I like it or not. Okay. And I don't know how much about a noun or something like this or gerund. So I don't know how much. Or for example, you can say, I'm not really interested in. So these phrases are used to say, I'm not sure that if I like something or no. But when you don't like and you're sure about it, okay, no, you say, I don't look for watch to. I don't like. I know I don't look for watch to, for example, playing just here. As you know, after to, we normally use infinitive. base form. For example, go to play, not playing. But here, to is a part of this phrasal verb, okay? So look for what to is a phrasal verb. So after that, you can use gerund. For example, I don't look forward to playing soccer. So if you want to use verb, gerund is good one. And I hate, as you said, I don't like. I'm not a big fan. I don't like. Not many people like it. Not many people like playing, for example, tennis in my country. Okay, so there are different phrases. But of course, I like these ones. I like these ones. And when you want to say, I don't like, it's not my cup of tea. I like this one. I normally use it when you don't like something. I'm not a big fan. I'm not into. Okay, so you can use different phrases, but they're also good. And well, now, okay, Alex, tell me about K-pop. What do you think about? Because I normally hear about it. So tell me about K-pop, Korean, yeah?
Yeah.
What do you think about it?
Well, I used to be a K-pop fan. Well,
Oh,
of course. I mean, the music is good, but like the fans, they're like really toxic in the
ah,
past, and I don't know if they still do because I'm not pretty much, you
yeah.
know, watching it. But I think K-pop music is fine. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
attractive sometimes. Yeah.
Of course. So that's really interesting. So you said that fans are toxic. So why do you think in this way?
Yeah.
Why do you think K-pop fans are toxic?
I don't know, like I think pretty much because they're like shipping idols together, and
Oh,
I'm just like there's like insane because sometimes they not even talk together, it's like just appearing together. But I mean, they're just doing pretty much crazy things, and I think that's like hilarious about it. Yeah.
yeah. That's interesting. So I think, maybe K-pop fans are super fans because fan and super fan, as you know, are different. So maybe super fans do something sometimes a bit unusual, so a bit strange. So of course, sometimes you spend money, and I think so. They're super fans, but interesting. So that's really interesting. Well, as you can see, we have some connecting words here like and, but, so, and you definitely know how to use them. So I'm not going to talk about them. So when you want to add something, use add, but to make contrast. Of course, there are different words that we use. So not now, I'm not going to talk about them now. So because they're better alternatives, especially for writing. So for example, but is okay for speaking, but is not okay for writing. For writing, it's better to use all the alternative that we'll talk about it later. So here, okay, uh, tell me, let's complete. I like or I don't like going swimming. Just there is a point here. I like going swimming. That's great. Okay, that's good. But you can also say I like swimming. So you can say okay, it's okay. Okay, so I like going swimming because or I don't like. Why?
I like going swimming because it's refreshing and it's fun sometimes, and it's could make you taller, I guess.
Yeah.
Like some people tell it, but I don't know.
Of course, I'm not sure about it. So I should search about it. If it, yeah, I think yeah, some sport like basketball, so that you need to jump, okay, like
Yeah.
stretch your body. Yeah, of course, I think, yeah, did work. But because you need to stretch your body, your hands, especially your hands, and you see that, for example, basketball players had something like very big hands. So, and volleyball, of course, so maybe, I think.
Yeah.
Well, and I like, or I don't like watching or enjoy watching football. I don't like it. So, because,
Because I don't know. I don't really watching sport like football, but sometimes I could spend it like a time with my father. It's like
yeah,
bonding.
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know. I hate watching soccer, I hate. I don't know why. I can't. I really, really, I can't. Of course, I, I can say most of people around the world are maybe fans of soccer and soccer player, but I don't know why. I can't even stand. Yeah, I love reading books on my sofa. So do you like reading books?
I don't like reading sports on sofa because I could just go to sleep
Yeah.
like at the very beginning.
Of course, it's something like right. Yeah, when you, especially, I don't know if you experienced this thing, because I remember when I was younger, of course, when I was, especially at the high school, I remember I started studying, and it was like lullaby, when I just opened my book and I fell asleep. And I don't know why. What is the secret? I think it's really relaxing because of this. Like, monotonous and relaxing. So because of this, it's like when you start studying or reading, you, I don't know, you feel like sleepy. But you can also say, let me give you a word about a person who love reading books. Now, for example, my father loves reading books, so it's great. But you can also say bookworm. Let me change the color so that you can see. This is really good one. This is I can say it's an IELTS word. So bookworm, that we use it instead of saying a person who loves reading books. For example, I'm a bit bookworm. I'm a bit bookworm. It means, yeah, I really like a bit bookworm. Or you can say, I am a bookworm. It means I like reading books. Well, and I'm a big fan of, first of all, what genre? I want to know what genre. So, except for animation, because I know you're into animation movies. So, I'm a big fan of, for example, a genre, and why?
I'm big fans like I don't know how to say it, but what is type of like Marvel movies? I don't
Okay,
know how
so
to say it.
just try to, let me help you. So we have different genres. So we have comedy, drama, romantic, we have fantasy, science fiction, and uh, for example, romantic fantasy, so animation, horror, classic. So what type, what genre?
I think it's adventures movie.
Okay, so
Uh,
what? Adventurous? Human, yeah, of course we have
yeah,
adventure. Yeah, of course we have adventure. So yeah, of course. So you like.
yeah.
And why do you like it?
Well, I think it's pretty cool, but most is because of the plot and just make things pretty like attract when I watch it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
great. You can take your eyes, yeah, from the screen when you're watching. And so I
Yeah.
remember that. I remember that. When I was younger, I used to like horror movies. Can you believe me? I don't know why. It was like, it was really interesting. I didn't like. It was like, oh, that's really disgusting. But I don't know. I used to watch, and I remember that the last movie that I watched was Wrong Turn. I don't know if you uh, have heard the name of this movie. Of course, it consists of 6 movies, I think. Yeah, 6 movies, Wrong Turn. And it's really disgusting. And I was into watching horror movies. I don't know why. Sometimes we have different minds. Well,
Yeah.
okay. Well, let's talk about uh, tell me about the sports. Okay, of course, as you can see, we have tennis and we have trophy. And Olympic Games. Tell me, do you like, have you ever thought about, something like thought about playing or doing a sport, in the spare time, maybe in the future or professionally? Have you ever thought about it?
Well, I just look. I want to still playing sport in the future. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, just one way to keeping healthy. I don't know, but I
yeah,
don't really like to be a professional because I mean I don't think I could do it, and I also have like futures
yeah,
plans.
yeah,
So
of course.
yeah, but
Yeah,
I
and tell
do
me,
like sport.
you do like,
Do like
I'm
playing sport. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. And tell me about Olympic, because I started talking about Olympic, so it's not to ask you this question. Summer or winter Olympic? So
Well,
summer
I
or
yeah.
winter Olympic? Which one?
Well, I just like used to watch Summer Olympic
Okay.
because like Winter Olympic, like the sport, I didn't have a chance to know about it. We just can't play it, so I'm not really interested in the
Yeah.
Winter Olympic.
Yeah, of course, like skiing, of course,
Yeah.
winter. Yeah. So you are into maybe summer. Yeah, of course, summer Olympic. It consists of some sport like swimming and something like diving and I don't know, different badminton, basketball. So of course they're more interesting, but I like winter Olympic as well. That's really, some sports that are really interesting like skiing and ice skating. That's really good.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So let's talk about this. Okay, just this part about word stress or sentence stress. Do you have any definition of word or sentence stress? And intonation? Of course you know because you speak very well. So you know. But as you know, stress is to emphasize a part of sentence. It means, this part is really, when I say, for example, I like winter Olympics. So winter, it's because I emphasize. So I want to give some information about this type. So I normally pronounce and say this word loudly. Okay, so it's something like stronger than the other part of the sentence. So this is estrus. And intonation, when your voice goes up and down and it makes your speech fluent, something like that's and interesting. So it's something like I like to hear. So because Sometimes, of course, it's not about, because as I told you, you are really good speaker, so you know how to say the words. But you know, sometimes some candidates speak like, you know, in the way that they read books, like, you know, they're reading newspaper, monotonous without any change. It's something like monotonous tone, like this, you know, straight line. But you need to play with voice, go up. You know, when you want, for example, I'm really excited. You know, when you want to show your emotions, especially in feeling. So you're talking about something when, okay, it's a sad story. Okay, it's a happy story. You're excited about it. So you need to actually have intonation. That is, you know, your voice goes up and down when talking, or stress. So that's really important to decide whether this part, this word of my sentence is important. So let's emphasize it. Let's say louder. That's something like, so that the actually examiner, or for example, audience person who is listening to me, you know, can understand, can get. Okay, so that's really, yeah, that's really important. Now, I want to play uh, an audio. So let's listen and underline the stress word. Just, that's really easy. Just pay attention and try to underline the stress words. Okay, well, 18.
Track 18. 1,
Ryan Giggs was a famous player for Manchester United. He played hundreds of games.
2,
At London 2012, the United States was top of the medals table, followed by China, then Great Britain, and Northern Ireland.
3,
Last weekend, I was going to go to the gym, but I decided not to bother.
4,
Michael Jordan is the #1 all-time point scorer in the NBA playoffs, although LeBron James is catching up.
5,
I ran in the London Marathon last year. I thought I was never going to make it to the end.
Wow, so about the first one, which words do you think are stressed?
I think hundreds. Okay.
Hundreds, of course, and we have more than one asterisk. So asterisk word. So first of all, hundreds. Yeah, you're definitely right. I do agree. And
Famous.
yeah, of course, famous player. So famous player, famous what? Because you know when this is an adjective, so it needs something. Yeah, very good. And let me give you a rule. When you hear names and surname, family names, okay, in speaking, family names, surnames are asterisked. So when I say Monica, okay, Monica what? Maybe we have Monica, for example, Blake, Monica Anderson. So which Monica you mean? Because of this, family name is important. So normally, you know, all the time when we have name and family name, they're asterisk. So Ryan Giggs was a famous player for Manchester United here, because we have different Manchester. So here Manchester United. So you need to know which one. Okay, it's like surname for family name for people. Okay, the second one.
I don't know, top of metal tables.
Top, of course, top is important. Yeah, very good. And when at London 2012. So we need to, okay, know when we say, okay, when. And when you say United, okay, United States or United Kingdom. So states is important here, you know, because
Wait,
when I, yeah, did this, okay.
Sorry, my aunt was like knocking at my door.
Right, of course. Well, so as I told you, when it's, for example, united, okay, what? United States or kingdom. So if I want to give you a good explanation for asterisk word, is that if you omit, if you remove these words, you can't get the meaning of the sentence. So your sentence doesn't make sense anymore, so that you need these words. So when we say united, okay, which united? So it's important. So this one is important, okay, and countries, names.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Ireland. So Great Britain, so you need to know. And number 3, last weekend.
What's going? No.
No,
The
just
gym.
gym. But tense is not important. Yeah, tense is not important. I was going is not important, but gym, yeah, of course. And when? Last day, last month, you know? For example, let's try. I omit this. Last, I was going to the gym. Last what? Last weekend. So weekend is important. Okay. And let's see if there is.
Wait, and then all-time point score.
So it's something like just, but I decided not to bother. So this is, and Michael Jordan. So which Michael Jordan? And
Yeah. All-time.
of course, all-time point scorer, yeah.
Yeah.
And NBA plays, okay, playoff, yeah. And LeBron
LeBron.
James, yeah. Okay, number 5.
New York marathons.
Very good. Okay. When?
Last
Year. Yeah, year. Okay, very good. So, and New York marathon, of course, just, marathon is important because, New York here can be considered as an adjective for marathon. Of course, it's noun, but here, New York, why do marathon? When we omit, okay, I ran in the New York, what? Marathon, so that's really important. Well, okay. Did you get this word? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, well, so this is about the word asterisk and, of course, intonation. So just listen to this audio track. Just listen, it's really easy. So number 19.
Track 19.
Listen.
1,
My favorite sport is hockey. It's amazing. My favorite sport is hockey. It's amazing.
2,
I like swimming, but I wish there were more places to swim where I live. I like swimming, but I wish there were more places to swim where I live.
3,
I've always liked fishing, but I don't have time to do it anymore. I've always liked fishing, but I don't have time to do it anymore.
4,
I'm really excited about all the new video games that will come out soon. I can't wait. I'm really excited about all the new video games that will come out soon. I can't wait.
Okay, well, so As you could hear, sometimes, it depends how to say, okay, with intonation. So it can make statements, your intonation can make statements positive or negative, okay? Positive or negative. And here, so it depends. When, for example, if your intonation rises or if it falls, okay? So here, we heard a recording, okay, so the first and the second. For example, when we read them, okay, we can decide whether they are positive and negative. So, my favorite sport is hockey. It's amazing. Is it positive or negative?
It's positive.
Of course, yes. So intonation is really important. My favorite sport is hockey. It's amazing. Yeah?
Yeah,
Negative. Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. So it depends. Here, actually we heard now, let's decide whether the intonation, okay, should rise or should fall. So here, number 2, what do you think? I like, so, but there is a point here, sometimes beginning, rising, and falling. For example, I begin my word, something like more energetic. So listen, I like swimming. I like swimming. The beginning, swimming. So it goes up. And ing is not important. Swimming, ing is not important. So it falls after that. But I wish, so, okay, there were more places to swim where I live. So what do you think? Rising or falling?
Falling.
Of course, very good. So the beginning, rising. After that, yeah, it's okay. And next one, okay. I've always liked fishing, but I don't have time to do it anymore. So,
Well,
again, one by one. I've always liked rising, of course, fishing, but I don't have, time to do it anymore. So,
yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You're thinking in the correct way, right way. So it's falling after that. So, and the next one, I'm really excited. I'm really excited about all the new video games, all the new video games that will come out soon. I can't wait. So, again,
It's rising.
of course, all of them rising,
Yeah.
I'm really excited about the new video games that will come out soon. I can't wait. So, of course, rising, okay? Because I want to show my excitement, okay? Well, so this is about intonation. As I told you, intonation is different. So, now, may I ask you to read this one, number 2. 1 with rising and 2 with falling intonation.
I like swimming, but I wish there was like more place to swim where I live. And I like swimming, but I wish there was more place to swim where I live.
Yeah, I like swimming. So I like swimming. Let me say something so that you can understand the meaning of estrus especially. I say, is that okay? Is that you that who knocked the door? Is that you who that knocked the door? So is that you? You here is asterisk. Now, for example, is it you who knocked the door or window? So you know when I change the stress, the meaning of sentence actually is changed. For example, my aunt knocked the door. My aunt, who? Not my mother, not my father, my aunt. My aunt knocked the door, not window. Okay, so that's really important. So how to actually put asterisk so that your sentence makes sense, okay? Because of this, I say stress is really important. Get it?
Yeah.
Of course. Well, and now, so we have, again, write a suitable sports verb in these sentences. More than one answer may be possible, so we're gonna write actually appropriate words, suitable sports, and fill in blanks. Okay, so let's read and try to choose the correct one, and no matter if you make mistake, I will help you. Wow. Just we want to learn. Yeah.
Would beat.
Would beat, of course, beat, and let's find some synonyms because you know we're gonna learn synonym. Beat and
Defeat.
of course defeat and
Knocked out. Or
knocked
lose
out.
to.
Yeah, very good. Knocked out and lose to. That's all we can use. Yeah. Number 2.
To. Where's Wimbledon? What is it?
So it has always been a dream of mine to play and to another word. So what do you think about this one? To compete. Yeah, it can be, yeah, competition, so we can compete. Yeah, to play, to compete, or let's see, maybe to win. Of course, when I dream to win at Wimbledon, and to qualify. Of course, they're the same. And to represent my country at Wimbledon. Okay, so that's represent my country. So different verbs that we can use. Okay. So to play, to compete, to win, to qualify, and to represent my country. Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 3, I try to
Train.
yeah,
Exercise.
train, of course. Exercise, very good, of course. To play sometimes you can say why not, of course. Number 4,
I support.
great. You support, maybe you watch, yeah? You
Yeah.
can watch,
Yeah.
And number 5,
The international team. Shoot. Plenty.
of course. Okay, or maybe they tackle, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so, but usually they should, of course, but they score. Okay, well, so you can use this word. Okay, well, and now, just I want you to do something, Alex, for the next session, please. There are a few questions speaking part 1. We talked about part 1, so not 1, about part 2. Just think about this cue card, okay? I will send you some maybe words and phrases that you can use when making your answer, okay? And then I want you to think about it, and next session you will talk about this part 2, because we're going to talk about speaking part 2, okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Do you have any questions about this part, something that you want to ask me?
No, it's fine.
Okay. Thank you so much. It was really good time with you, and see you at the next session.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. Goodbye.